AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Prescott to the air. That is caught by Lamb. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking for Lamb.
Gotta be kidding. Horrible throw.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
I hate that.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Get off of it.
They run it again with Cook.
I'll get off of
He
it.
finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try to throw now. Cousins throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Osborne. Touchdown. KJ Osborne. 33 yards. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. The Cowboys pick it up. There he goes left side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year. The blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Prescott's throw here pulled in by Hilton. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Complete to Hilton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
How is he out of bounds?
A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's second and a yard. Here's Cook again. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few minutes.
He waited for the block.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go Madison up the middle, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Cousins.
Come on, man.
Receiver Thielen.
Diggs, that's you, baby.
First down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 24, Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And this one is
Drop the fucking ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
What knocked the ball loose? Come on.
Your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup, and that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. And the catch made by Hilton. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Prescott. He's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Marr now to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he took that in one-handed.
Wow.
What a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
How the
Cousins.
fuck is he getting past me like that? My guys are just freezing. Okay.
Justin Jefferson, 43 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Couldn't get around him.
Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. He's got it to Hilton. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24, Prescott. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Cowboys! T.Y. Hilton, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Now Mike McCarthy's saying, let's go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth. Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The first down carry by Elliott. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and defense, don't they? Because they're used to him as a runner. But it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Cousins now to throw on first down. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Cousins on first down. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his...
Oh, come on, man.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Come on.
Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead will shrink to 6. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A first down throw for Prescott. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They'll try again with Elliott. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Prescott to throw on 4th. The quick slant caught. He's going to be stopped shy of the end zone. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it?
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. Touchdown. Here's Marr to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Come on, man. Don't quit. We got 40 seconds, 35 seconds left. Finish it out.